Hello again and welcome to Krav Maga Classes Online, lesson 15. This is the penultimate lesson, the penultimate training class before you complete the course. So next session, big session, last one. I'm sure there'll be some extra press-ups or something in order to celebrate the occasion. But this session again, we're keeping going through all of the techniques that we've learned. Okay, reinforcing those things and making sure that the training we do is spot on and the techniques are as exact as they should be and you know exactly what it is that you're doing. So, get yourselves lightly warmed up. We're going to start in just under a minute, okay? Okay, feet together, hands by your sides, bow in. Okay, and jumping on the spot. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice and relaxed. Hands to forwards and backwards. Side to side. And jogging. Arms out to the sides, roll the wrists forwards and backwards. Arms forwards, up at the back, breathing in, down at the front, breathing out. Up at the front, breathing in, down at the back, breathing out. Nice deep breaths. And relax. Okay, when I say go, circling around to the left. Go. Take direction. And jogging. Okay, jumping jacks with me. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20 and jogging. Twists. And jogging. Okay, back hands on the bum, bring your heels up. And jogging, and hands out the front, bring the knees up. And jogging. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, one step forward, one step back, palms up. Palms forward, striking. And punches. Finger strikes, palms, punches, any variation you like. And jogging. Okay, I want to sit down, Dropping down, resting up, jumping up. Down, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down. Okay, shake your legs out. Okay, chin to your chest, looking down. And up. And down. And up. Look to the right. And the left. Look to the right. And the left. Up to the right. Down to the left. Up to the right. Down to the left. Up to the left. Down to the right. Up to the left. Down to the right. Hands on your hips, tilt your hips forwards, up to the right, up at the back, and to the left. Keep going round. Mobilise the base of your spine. Really try and get that flex in the base of your spine where it meets your pelvis. Back the other way, using your core, try and keep your shoulders and your head exactly where it is. So let your core do the work and move your hips around. Okay, feet together, bend your knees, forwards and backwards, head up, back straight. Okay, rotating clockwise and anti-clockwise. Okay, balance on the left foot. Bring your right knee up parallel to the floor. Good. Rotate your ankle clockwise, anti-clockwise. Look to the right. Slowly put your leg out. Maintain your balance. Rotate the foot clockwise, then anti-clockwise. Foot back down again. Balance on the right foot. Left knee up. Take your foot clockwise, anti-clockwise. Look to the left. Balance. Put your leg out, parallel to the floor, rotating one way, and then the other way, foot back down again. Okay, good, okay, jogging on the spot. Okay, when I say go, I'm going to bounce on the left leg, bring the right knee up, for a count of 10, and change legs. Okay, with me, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and jogging. Okay, same thing again, but kick out this time. Starting by kicking out with the right leg. Okay, get ready. Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jogging. Keep breathing going. Okay, right, let's say down, dropping down, big back, one press up, and jumping. Down. 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 Breathe. In through the nose, out to the mouth. Okay, once to go, start sloping to the left. Go. Change. 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 And jogging. Okay, so down, backwards break fall. Right leg underneath, come up into guard. Facing forwards. Go down. 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 Really try and get yourself on your feet as quick as you can. Down. 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 Okay, breathing into the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, stop there. Get ready, press up position. What we're going to do is this. We're going to press up on my pull. So we're here. And as we come up, just going to touch our hand to our knee. Okay, so we're here. So 1, down, up. 2, down, up. Okay, that's all you're going to do. Try and keep your back straight as you do it. Try and avoid doing this sort of turning thing like that. Try and keep your body balanced across one foot and one arm with the shoulders straight. Okay, so press a position, back straight, on my cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, for 7 we're going to hold. Okay, for count of 10, nose just above the floor. As we come up, strike the knee as you would. Okay, 7, down and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and up. Touch your opposite knee. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good, on your backs. Okay, 20 wood chops. Off you go. Okay, when you finish that, up and circling. Change direction every 5 seconds. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And stop there, okay. Press up position. Okay, press up position. We'll do 10 press ups this time. Again, as we do it, as we come up, we're going to come up as if we're going to shake hands. You're working with a partner, you can actually shake hands. Okay, so you're here, you press up, you come up, hand out, nice and long, as if you're going to shake hands. Okay, so back straight, press up position. With me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good. Okay, so on your backs. Go for this exercise. So when the feet come up, go out, around, and back 6 inches off the floor. So we're here, go up, out, down, around, stop in that position, ready for the next one to go. All right, so get ready, feet 6 inches off the floor. And 1, up, out, round and back. 2, 3, keep your legs as straight as you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Get up on your feet. Okay, so we're going to circle. When I call down, press up, come up and kick. Okay, so we're circling here. When I say down, drop down, feet out, one press up, come up, kick with the opposite leg. Alright? When you come up, I really want you to think about coming up into a defensive position. Boom. And when you kick, really utilising your hips and driving forwards as you go. Okay? So get ready, to the left, go. Down. 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 Okay. Quick breather. Last thing we're going to do is a continuous striking exercise. Okay? So we're going to be in guard position. Front kick, lead leg. Front jab, lead hand. Cross, rear hand. Strike, rear leg. Strike, rear hand, lead hand. Then we go back to the beginning again. So it's kick, jab, cross, kick, cross, jab. And then back straight away. Start again. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 strikes. As soon as this hand comes back, that one starts again. So this is what I want you to do. We're going to go through it nice and slowly 3 times. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 complete segments rolled into the other ones. Okay? So it's going to be a continuous 18 strike exercise. Okay? Nice and easy, nice and slow. So with me, on guard. So first technique, 1, front leg, front kick. Second technique, jab. Third technique, cross. Fourth technique, rear leg front kick. Fifth technique, cross. Sixth technique, jab. And back to the beginning again. Okay, so 1, kick. 2, jab. 3, cross. 4, kick. 5, cross. 6, jab. Back to the beginning again. Okay, with me. 1, kick. 2, jab, 3, cross, 4, kick, 5, cross, 6, jab. Back to the beginning, okay? This is a continuous exercise. One of the things that's really important here is that we strike as his hand comes back, the other one's coming forwards. So there's no sort of situation where you're here, waiting, and then you do a strike, and then the hand comes back, and then you're waiting, and you do another one. It's a continuous exercise. Okay, so one more time, everything flowing together. I'll continue the call. Okay, So with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back again. Okay, so now what we're going to do at that sort of speed, we're just going to keep it going. Okay, so you're going to do 3 lots of 6, one after the other. Okay, get ready. With me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, okay, so a little bit faster now. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And again, same speed. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice, okay. Same thing again, a bit faster now. Okay, get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Same again, a bit faster. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try and do all that in one breath. Not the easiest thing in the world. Okay, get ready. And again. Guard up. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last time. Get ready. Deep breath in. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Okay, well done. Take a break. Grab a drink of water. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. So walk around, have a drink, relax yourself, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Revision. Defending against a downwards or upwards knife strike at 1 step distance. Okay, we'll talk about 1 step distance. This is the range where just standing here, somebody can't strike you, so it takes a step to bring them into range in order to be able to strike. Okay, that's equally true of a downward strike, so we're here, boom. Okay, I have to take a step. The point of this is about time, always about time. The further someone is away, the longer it takes them to get to you. Okay, regardless of who they are or how well trained they are, if they're further away, it takes more time. Okay, even if you're doing Krav and you're learning to not telegraph your body movements and to strike very, very quickly at a short range, it still takes more time than if you are already in range. Okay, the average time to react from a visual stimulus is around about 1/4 of a second, give or take. Okay, this is quite long. in terms of time. So any additional distance that you have gives you a greater advantage. So in this situation, we're just going to practice this. Okay. So this is the 360 defense with simultaneous strike. So here, there, or there. Okay. We're also going to practice the other possible body movements. At one step distance, you have more time. Okay. So potentially, if you see them as the hands coming up, you can step forward, okay, to block the arm with the knife earlier, or you can step to the side to give yourself a little bit more space. Okay. From the strike coming from underneath, you've got your standard 360, just blocking and striking, or you can go the other way, here, but obviously for obvious reasons you can't step forward because the knife is coming up into your leg. What you can do though is this, boom, there. So what you're doing is you're doing a shuffle forward and a shuffle back with your feet. So you're here, there. Okay, so rather than just stepping round, okay, the danger with this is that this lower part of your, the upper part of your thigh and your groin is in the target, as well as this section here. So as we move here to step forward to do the defence, I'm going to drop this foot back at exactly the same time, just to give me just a little bit more space, a little bit more protection. So we go from here to there. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to imagine, we're going to visualise, or if you're working with a partner, they're going to attack you with the knife, and the strike comes down. I want us to practice and revise those 3 different movements. Okay, so at one step distance here, the attack's coming in. So I'm going to defend 3 times with the knife coming down. So we're here. 1, that's my first basic 360, the feet don't move. 1, here. The second one, I'm stepping forward with the leg on the same side of the knife. So I'm here. That's 2. 3 is I'm stepping forward with the foot on the opposite side of the knife. 3. Okay? So here we have 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Coming upwards, first of all we have 1, no movement of the legs. 2 is where we do the leg on the same side of the knife is going backwards, so 2 is here, and 3 is you're just stepping forward with the foot on the opposite side of the knife, so 3, there. So downwards, 1, 2, or 3, 1. Upwards, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that's what we're going to practice. So, with me, so you'll be defending with the left, striking with the right. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Okay, so downwards attack to start off with. Okay, no movement of the legs. So, 1, 2, you're stepping forward with the leg on the same side as the attacking hand. So attacking with the right hand, you're stepping forward with the right leg. So, 2, 3, stepping forward with the opposite leg. So they're attacking with the right hand, you're stepping forward with your right leg. 3. Okay. Coming up underneath now. So again, attacking with the right hand, so you're defending with the left, striking with the right. So, 1. Okay. 2, this foot goes back. Okay. Lead foot goes forward. 2. And 3, stepping forward only with the right leg. 3. Okay, good. So, I'm going to go through all of that again. Starting off with downward strikes with the right hand attack. So 1, no movement of the legs. 2, stepping forward with the left foot. 2, 3, stepping forward with the right foot. 3, coming up now, no movement of the legs. 1, back with the left leg, forward with the right. 2, just forward with the right. 3, okay, so let's go through that again. 1, 2, 3, coming up. 1, 2, 3, and one more time all the way through. So downward attack with the right hand. 1, 2, 3. Coming up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Good. So that's what I want you to practice. You're just going to go through that whole sequence of 6. The only thing I just want you to think about is your positioning of the hand when you're striking. If you're working with a partner, it's fine because it gives you a target to aim at. If you're working on your own, you really have to think, especially when you're here, okay, and you're moving forwards and defending and striking. You need to make sure that you're not leaning back, okay, because we want our body weight to go forwards. But also you think about where the target is. Okay, if I'm here, I do my normal 360 and I turn to the side and do my normal 360, I'm going to miss them because their head's here, not there. Alright, so it's just a little bit of a thought. If you're working on your own, just have to visualise the attacker, see where they are, okay, the arm's coming down here, and as I move, my punch is here because this is where their head is, okay, it's not over here. So it's just a little bit about adjustment, okay, and that's the one thing I want you to bear in mind. Alright, so off you go. Okay, stop there. Technique 1. Okay, this is going over the mount position on the ground. Okay, and striking and learning how to defend against being struck. Okay, so first of all, we're going to practice what the mount position is and how you strike when you do it. All right. So the mount position, okay, is when you're either side of somebody here. Okay. So you've got your knees on the floor. Okay, you're across their hips. Okay, and their position is on the floor here. Now, learning to strike. So when I think about, okay, if I'm over their hips, I'm not restricted by moving forward. Okay, so I'm not, like, if I'm between their legs, I'm in their guard, I'm restricted a little bit about moving forwards. Here I'm not so much, because I can, you know, with my knees here I could shuffle up or shuffle back because I'm outside of their body. So what targets have I got? Here, boom. I've got the groin, obviously. Solar plexus, okay? Hammer fist on the solar plexus. Punches, hook punches to the head. Remember, we talked about this before. We're turning the knuckles here, boom, 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 okay? So you're turning the knuckles, so you're doing an inverted hook punch, making sure you're striking with these knuckles here. If I was to strike, I turn it around this way. Okay, if I was here, all right, and I strike like this, like a normal hook punch like that, and I hit somebody in the head, I'm striking, as you can see here, with these knuckles. If I hit somebody in the head, I'm just going to bust my hand up, right? So I need to turn here and strike there. Okay, with these knuckles as I turn them in. So we have punch to the groin, hammer fist to the solar plexus. Okay, hook punches to the head. Okay, and then my personal favourite, which is this. Okay, so you're dropping it whole body weight. Okay, elbow in to strike. Now, I'm putting my arm out here just so that I don't bring my whole body weight down onto the floor. And if I'm working with a partner, at this point here, I've lost my balance, you know, and driving down like that, I'm not going to have any support or any way of protecting them. So if I'm working with a partner, as I go down, I'm bringing this arm here for a little bit of support. In reality, I might just drop my whole body weight through and drive in there. Through there, all right? So, this is what we're thinking about. So in the mount, groin, solar plexus, head, head. Okay? So, those are the strikes. Now then, if you are actually in the position where somebody is in the mount over the top of you, what are you going to do about it? Okay? So for this position here, the knees are here, all right, and they're striking me. So I need to think about my defences. So here I'm locking my fingers behind my head. I'm tucking my elbows in and dropping my head down. And you can see from the side here that I'm protecting my temple, okay? Protecting my temple there. I'm protecting my ear and side of my head and my neck to a degree, because to get round and strike there would be very, very difficult, okay? So I'm there. And as I'm in this position here, I'm tucking my chin in to protect access to striking to my throat, bringing my elbows in so that they're touching, or as close to touching as is possible. Okay. Now, if you look from this angle, from here, like that, I can now see what's going on. If I'm rotating like this and moving, I can see what's going on. But as an attacker, I can only really strike the outside of my arms, okay, the top of my forehead, okay, and you might be able to get the chin, but it'd be very, very difficult because you'd have to sort of feed it in this space here that's very difficult to see and constantly moving. The position that I'm in is that I'm here, but I'm looking. I can see what's going on. As I rotate and move, I've got a window of view that keeps changing. And I can use that to see what's going on. And as the person is there, I can see he's going to punch. I can go my 360 and I can strike and grab and defend and pull them in. Okay? Once I've pulled them in, I can then get to this position here, do my bridge, roll, come up. Okay? Now I'm in their guard. Okay? Because their legs are outside mine. Now I'm in their guard. And now I'm striking to the groin, the solar plexus, the head, okay, dropping down, and then getting up, hands on the inside of the knees, kick to the groin, and exit. All right? So, let's go through that again. So, with this position here, Person's in the mount, they start striking. Get into a defensive position. I'm here. I'm rolling. Okay. Now you'll probably find if you have your feet up a little bit, it just helps you move just that little bit. If you get your legs like that, you know, it's you've got less control. But the rolling is mainly done with your core. So you go here. Okay. It's just that if you've got a bit of support here with your legs like that, it just gives you that little bit more feel of control as you're moving. So we're here, they're striking. Okay, I've got my good defensive position. I'm covering everything. I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking. Here it goes, bang. Okay, I come up, defend and strike, pull in. Okay, I bring my right foot up onto the floor. Okay, I'm going to bridge and roll to my left. Here, there, boom. Okay, so I come up immediately, start striking. Inside the knees, get up, kick, and exit. Okay. Okay, so let's do that together. First things first, okay? Defensive position. So I say 1, you're going to go into defensive position and start rolling and looking, okay? Think about where your hands are. If you're finding that if you lock your fingers that you can't get your elbows together, just let your fingers slide against each other to the point at which you can lock your elbows together. The important part here is that you're not having a direct gap between your elbows like this where somebody can punch you. So you want to get your elbows as close together as possible so you're there. Okay, so 1, okay, elbows together, rolling, looking, looking, looking. Okay, when I say 2, you're going to do a 360 with your left arm, strike with the right. Okay, so 2, there. Okay, 3, you pull in. Okay, 4, right foot on the floor. 5, bridge and roll. 6, striking, up and exit. Okay, so on the floor. Okay, so when I say 1, remember it's defensive and rolling. So 1, there, defending, rolling, 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 look at what's going on. Okay, 2, 360 with the left, strike with the right hand. And 2, 3, wrap and pull in. Okay, 4, bridge and roll. 5, striking. 6, up and exit. Okay, one more time. Okay, so 1, defend, defend, rolling, rolling, rolling. 2, 360. 3, wrap and pull in. 4, bridge and roll. 5, striking. 6, up, kick to the groin and exit. Okay, good. So the next thing we're doing is if we're on the floor here, alright, so we're on the floor. What happens if the person is sitting up very vertically and maybe they're a bit further down your body and they're striking with long range, or they've got long arms and you've got shorter arms in comparison to them? You know, your 360, you may not, strike, or may not be able to strike. Also, when you're striking, there's some of this has got to happen. So you've got to use your body to lie on the floor and strike. You've got to come up. But even if you do that, you realise you're not going to reach. So if somebody's sitting back a little bit on your hips, one little sneaky thing that you can do is at this point here where number 1 is happening, where you're like this, rolling, rolling. Again, they're punching, punching, and you think, God, that distance, I'm never going to make it. I'm not going to punch up and defend, but I'm never going to strike them. So what you're going to do is, as you see them before they're going to strike, you go like this, bang, and knee them in the middle of the back. Okay, that will bring their hips and their body weight forward, and they will start to fall. Okay, and what you do at that point is you then come up, wrap and pull in. Okay, so it goes like this. So 1 here, rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay, you see it's too far to strike, so you think, right, okay, I'm going to time it, and 2, knee in the back, wrap and pull. From there, bridge, roll, striking, boom, get up. It's exactly the same. Okay. Now, obviously, the timing is something you need to work out. Obviously, working with a partner is easier because you can see how their body reacts to a knee in the back. If you're working on your own, so we're going to work like this. So it's going to be 1. You're going to roll, roll, roll. When I say 2, it's going to be knee, wrap and pull. Because what you've got to do is you think knee like this, their body flies forwards, they start to fall, and invariably they'll put their hands out. Okay? So the hands will be coming here. So you want to put your hands up through the middle of your body, okay? Behind the head, over the shoulder, grab and pull in. Okay? So, with me. 1, so defending, rolling, okay? You've noticed they're too far away to strike. Okay, so when I say 2, it's knee, grab and pull in. 2, knee, grab and pull in. Okay, good. 3, bridge and roll. 4, striking. 5, get up. Okay? Notice there's 5 in that one and not 6 because you've effectively combined the bit where you do a 360 and a pull in into one motion because the knee coming to the back has to be part of the same motion as the grab and pull in. Alright? So, one more time. So, with me. 1, defend and roll. Elbows together. Keep an eye on that so you're watching. They're too far away. So get ready. And 2, knee in the back, pull in and grab. 3, bridge and roll. 4, striking. 5, and get up and strike. Okay? So, that's what I want you to do now for the next few minutes to practice that. So you're just going to practice your striking. So groin, solar plexus, inverted hooks, dropping elbow strikes. Okay? Then going into defending from being in the mount. So think about the 6 positions. So your good defences from here. The 360 and strike, pull in, bridge roll, striking, and up you get. And then the third option, which is if they're too far to strike, using your knee to strike their body towards you, grabbing as they come in, and then carry on as normal. Okay? So work through those scenarios, see how you get on. Active content. Okay, so we're going to practice sideways break falls. Okay, so sideways break falls. Here. Okay, and then the other side. Okay, now when we're doing the sideways break falls, it's very important to think about what it is that you're doing. In all of these situations, whenever you're doing a break fall, you're thinking about protecting yourself from being winded or being in a position where you couldn't defend yourself. Okay, so if somebody pushes you to the side from the side bump, and you know you for whatever reason you can't do that, and you're falling here, you don't want to fall on your side particularly. You could perhaps turn and do a frontways break fall, or turn and do a back break fall, but for whatever reason you're going directly sideways, and so you need to adjust for that. Just like the backwards break falls, you fall like a plank, remember, you're just going to hit the floor in a hurry. So you want to, in any way possible, slow the speed of you hitting the floor. So if I'm going this way, I'm stepping with this rear leg, okay, and I'm using this leg to kind of, as a bit of a spring, I guess, okay, to kind of slow. So I'm pushed here, slow, I'm going towards the floor, I can't stop it, and there, as my body hits the floor, boom, there's my break fall, okay. Now, here, notice my shoulders are curved. I don't want to land on the floor like this, okay, because this is, as I was saying, that's landing flat. So I want to curve my body. So as I land, I'm curving. See, I've got that kind of curve in my body where I can effectively do a little bit of a roll. Now, there's two ways you can practice the break fall. You can throw your leg out like that and drop, or you can step back and drop. It amounts to the same thing. You're still using the same leg as the support leg. Okay, look, if I'm here and I'm dropping down this side, okay, I'm bringing my left leg out in front of me here, my right leg is the support, boom, I'm there. Or, if I just choose to step this way, okay, my right leg is there, there's the support, here, boom. Okay, and it's exactly the same thing. Okay, so, for the active content, what I want to do is I want you to practice both. Okay, it's going to be a continuous exercise. You get up, break fall, and down, you know, each time. So you're going to start off, depending on how much room you've got. If you've got plenty of room either side of you, you can go left and right, and that's fine. Like I am here, I haven't got enough room to go that way because I'll end up going straight through the doorway. All right. So I'm going to be on an angle here, and I'm going to start off. Okay, throwing my leg first here and down, and then I come up. Okay, then I'm going to step with the leg down. Then I'm going to come up, opposite side, throw the leg, opposite side, step and go down, okay? So you're practicing the variations and the different possibilities, and yeah, getting a bit of a sweat on as you do it, all right? Okay, so, get ready. 3, 2, 1, go! And stop. Okay, 30 seconds break. Okay, get ready. 3, 2, 1, go! And stop. Okay, 30 seconds break. Okay, get ready? 3, 2, 1, go! And stop. Good work. Okay. Minutes breather. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And grab yourself a drink. Technique 2, defending against a rear hand straight punch or hook punches from guard position. Okay, so first things first, what we're doing is we're defending against there, bang. Somebody coming in here, punching with a rear hand, okay, as a straight punch or as a hook. Okay, so first we'll see this one here coming in as a straight punch. So we're in guard position, we're in our sort of defensive position. We don't have to be in full guard, although most of the time that's where we practice from. Okay, obviously from neutral position, this is a different kind of technique. So we're working from a guard position, hands up here. Okay, the punch comes in, and we're doing that. There, from this position here, boom. All right. So what are we aiming to do? Okay, so we're in guard position here. They're punching with their right hand towards my head. What I want to do is I want to obviously stop that punch hitting me in the face, move it out of the way, and then punch and strike. Now, previously, one of the things we've done is this, bang, okay, where the punch comes in, we divert it over our shoulder, and we're striking. This is a little bit different. That's a simultaneous strike. This is a little bit more of a 1-2. So what I need to do is I need to deflect that hand well out of the way and then strike. Now, because it's a 1-2, if I was to do this, bang, and then go to strike, their body would be in the way. All right. If I'm doing a simultaneous strike, as the punch is going over the top and the person is their arms coming through here, well, I've defended and I've struck simultaneously, that works fine. If I was in this position and then deflected and then tried to strike, you'd see that their body would be in entirely the wrong position for me to do an effective strike. I wouldn't be able to get the hand in. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the arm below my hand. Okay, so this is more of a forceful movement with the arm. In the simultaneous one, it's a short movement, just deflect behind the head, bang, and when we strike simultaneously. This one here is there, so we've taken that hand out of the way and then striking over the top. Okay, it's not quite 1-2. It's sort of 1.5 and 2 if you like, okay? Because both hands are not moving quite at the same time, but this needs to come out of the way before the other hand comes forwards. So, this is what we're doing. The punch is coming towards my face here, I'm deflecting, and then I'm coming forward with the piston punch. I'm deflecting the punch down here. Notice I'm not turning my body like this. If I was to turn my body like that, I wouldn't be able to punch. Okay, I need to keep square on because I'm actually punching with my right hand here. I'm punching with my rear hand in a piston, so I need to be able to generate that power. So we're here, there, okay? The punch comes here, I'm going across and down so that I can punch over the top. Now, it's a piston punch. Why is it a piston punch as opposed to being a rotated punch? I've talked about this before. This is in the case of whenever your other arm is in front, okay, you cannot do a fully rotated punch. To do a fully rotated punch, it comes forward like a piston, then at this point, at the last moment, you're getting that full rotation. If you notice what's happened here, my left shoulder is all the way back here now, okay? If I'm here and I've defended like that, okay, there is no way that I can do a fully rotated punch without pulling this arm back. Well, it just doesn't make sense, okay? It's not effective. Therefore, it's not Krav Maga, okay? So we're here, we're going to go across and punch. Now, a little bit of footwork here, okay? I'm actually driving a little bit off my rear foot. Notice I'm driving my shoulders forwards. This is to give my lead hand a little bit more help in the defence, okay, to give it a little bit more solidity. But also when the piston punch comes in, I'm driving my body weight behind it. So it's not here, full motion of the arms. Okay, we regularly discuss this and explain about how it's body weight. And in order for it to be Krav Maga, it needs to be applicable and suitable for everybody, no matter what their weight, size, strength, all of that sort of stuff. So it's no good just doing this, okay? Because if somebody's really strong, okay, if you haven't moved your body weight forward, you're not going to have the strength in the defence, and you're not going to have the strength in the attack. So when we do this, we're going to project off the rear leg forwards, okay? So we're going to go here, bang, bang, bang. All right, so this is what we're going to do. So we're going to practice with me. We're going to start off with, all we're going to do is forwards, like this. Don't worry about your right hand for the moment. We're just going to deflect and down, all right? So when I say 1, deflecting down. 1, 1, 1. Okay? It does feel, when you do it, like you're coming a little bit onto your toes, which is fine, okay? Because when you're working with a partner, you'll feel the physical feedback of deflecting their arm, and it'll balance you out, okay? So we're here, 1, 1, okay. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to say 1, 2. So it's going to be like this, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so it follows very quickly on afterwards. As the hand literally comes past your wrist, you're starting to strike. Okay, anytime before that, and you're going to get in the way. As the hand comes down past your wrist, you start to lean forward, do the piston punch, and you'll be fine. Okay, so with me, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, we're going to do it all at the same time now. So when I say 1, I'm going to be here. Boom. That's what we're going to do. All right. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Good. Okay. So that's the first technique. The second technique is defending against a hook punch. Okay. So still in our guard position, the hook punch comes in. Now, the 360 that we practice against the stabs works perfectly well against a slap or a hook punch. The only slight issue with a hook punch, okay, a slap is like this, right? Okay, and if you're defending against here, then that's fine, it will stop the arm. A hook punch, generally, the elbow is quite high, okay? So there is entirely the possibility, if you do your 360, it might disappear into that sort of crook of the elbow and the fist come round and punch you in the face. So what we're going to do to protect against this is we're just going to tuck our chin in a little bit. There's nothing we can stop about the impact, and we're aiming to get on the inside of the forearm to stop that happening. But if you end up and it's really like maybe a close-in hook like this, okay, you're really going to have to defend a little bit. So when we do our defensive 360 here, like that, I want you to really tuck your chin in there. Okay, so as you can see here, my chin is now tucked in. It's almost like I'm trying to rest my cheekbone on the top of my on the top of my shoulder here. So I'm in this position here, there. Okay. At the same time, I'm doing my simultaneous piston punch. So here, there, there, there. So I'm just making sure that I'm tucking myself in, okay, to keep my jaw nice and safe. Work equally on the opposite side, as we're there, the 360, boom, there, okay, tucking my chin right in to defend against the hook coming around, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say left, and then I'm going to say right, okay. When I say left, then I say right, okay, and you're doing your 360, tucking your chin in and keeping your head safe from that hook coming around. Okay, so on guard, with me. Left, right, left, right. Okay, now I'm going to go random. Left, left, right, right, left, left, right, 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 left. Okay, good. So, that's what I want you to practice. So now you've got those two techniques. First one is from a rear-handed punch. Is there, one. Okay, one motion as the hand comes past the wrist. Okay, you're pushing the fist through and making the strike. Then you got the second, which is defending with the left, striking with the right against the hook punch, making sure you're defending and tucking your chin in below your shoulder here. And then the same thing, defending with the right and striking with the left. Boom, here, okay? All right, so what I want you to do 3 of each. Okay, so you're starting off here, 3 of those, then 3 of those, and then 3 of those. And then what I want you to try and do is do 1 of each, following each other. So you're effectively going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then what I want you to do is then mix it up and just do, you know, be in guard and just do any one of those exercises. Do 10 in a row, any one of those exercises are one after the other. Okay? All right, off you go. And back to active content. Good. So what we're going to focus on now is these sideways break falls. The one thing we're going to talk about is breathing. Okay. When you land on the floor, and if you've got your lungs full of air, and you hit the ground, you might well find that you're going to stun your diaphragm and get winded, which is unpleasant. What you need to do is breathe out. Make a point of really strongly breathe out as you hit the floor. That will control it, and you will make sure that you don't get that sort of like drum effect that you would do if you were holding your breath going towards the floor. So the first piece of technique that I want you to think about is your breathing. So you're here, deep breath, and you're breathing all the way to the floor. Okay. It doesn't matter what your footwork is doing, but you're going towards the floor. You breathe out, bam, and so you don't get that shock to your diaphragm. And the second thing that I'd like you to think about is to curve your body. Okay, really curve your body, so that when you land on the floor, you almost, if you do it correctly, don't really need to do the breakfall. Of course, you would always do the breakfall, but the point is you're landing and you're curving, so there's no single part of your body that is landing flat. Okay, so it's sort of like this. So you're here. You see, so as I land, because I've curved my body up like that, as I land, I kind of roll. It's like the same as doing a backwards roll. If you land, if you're doing a backwards roll, okay, like this, and you go and you land on a flat back, you can't roll, you can't get up, and you've, and you're going to have stunned yourself. So I want you to really curve that body up. So you're here, there, and you can almost get up then, as you would do from a normal roll without using your hands. Okay, something to think about. So those are the two things that I want you to focus on when we're doing the exercise this time. First things first, breathe out. Second is to use that roll. Okay, curve your body and try and get up without using your hands. And of course, if you can do both things together, that's even better. So here, look at God. Okay, right. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go! And stop. Okay, 30 seconds break. Okay, get ready. 3, 2, 1, go! And stop. Okay, 30 seconds break. Okay, get ready? 3, 2, 1, go! And stop. Good work. Okay. Minutes breather. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And grab yourself a drink. Self-defense scenario. Defense against a pulling rear strangle. Okay, so what's happening here? You're being pulled backwards. Okay? This is bad for us, okay? If we're off balance, it's very difficult for us to strike or move effectively. So we're here, being pulled backwards, okay? If we're just being pulled backwards like this, for us to regain any kind of control over the situation is very, very difficult. So what we're going to do, we're going to lean back, and the first thing we're going to do is this. Okay? So we're going to step outside of the motion. So we're here, okay? And as we step back, we're going to step to the side. If I step straight backwards, I'm going to step straight into the person that's pulling me, then we're going to fall on the floor, and then it's a whole different scenario. So in the direction that they're pulling me, I'm going to come back and step to the side. Okay, so the way it works is this, is the person is pulling me, okay, they're pulling me backwards like this. I take a long step back into the side, reach over behind my body, and grab here. Strike to the groin and then up into the solar plexus of the chin, rotate, come round, kick to the groin, punch to the head, and then we potentially get a wrist lock. Okay? So, let's work on this together. So in this position here, okay? So, what I want you to do is to lean back like you're being pulled, so you feel like you're off balance, you're almost on your heels. Okay? And when I say 1, you're going to step back with your left foot, diagonally, okay? Bring your hips back so that your head is above your shoulders and above your hips. Okay, both hands over the top behind your neck, grabbing in and down towards the top of your shoulders. Okay, the reason you're going back here is because that's where the wrists are. You can't just sort of do this and pluck at the fingers. You've got to get to the wrists and pull down to get the hands off your throat. Okay, so the first motion is this: leaning back. Okay, then when I say 1, stepping back to this position here. Okay. Position, stay in this position. Position 2, striking to the groin, and then up into the solar plexus or underneath the chin, depending on what's available. Okay. Motion 3 is rotating on that left foot to the side. Okay. Kicking to the knee with a low side kick, or to the groin. Okay. Rotating, and then punching to the side of the temple or the jaw with your right hand. Okay. So that's the whole technique. So we're going to work now together. So leaning back onto your heels. And so when I say 1, we're going to step back and get your balance. Okay, so 1. Okay, and again. So leaning back onto your heels and 1. There. Really make a point of leaning back with these hands. Okay, if somebody's got their hand over your throat here, plucking at the fingers is not going to do anything. You need to here, behind the wrists. Okay, so leaning back and 1. There, good. And again, one more time. Leaning back and 1. Really pull those hips back. Because quite often I'll see people do this, and then you step back, but you're not in any better situation than you were previously. You need to make sure that you get your balance. So you're here, you're leaning, and hips back. Okay. Right. So from this position here, okay, strike and up. Okay. When I say 2, so we're here. And 2, groin, solar plexus or chin. And again from this position here, 2, groin, solar plexus here. Okay, so back to the first position. So leaning back onto your heels and 1, 2, striking with the right hand up to there. Okay, and again, leaning back and 1, 2, one more time, leaning back. And 1, 2. Now what we're going to do is going to rotate on the ball of our left foot, so we come to the side here, there. Okay, directly to the side. Now, if you imagine the attacker is here, okay, on this line. Okay, they're pulling us back. All right, we're here. Boom, we step back. You see where we are now? We're now to the side of them. Okay, we rotate. Boom, we're on the side. Okay, you must be on the side. From here, it's very, very difficult for them to attack you. You're in a good, strong position, and you can kick to the knee or to the groin. All right. So with me. So leaning back on your heels and 1, 2, groin, solar plexus. 3, rotate. Now from here, we're going to kick to the knee and then punch to the head with your right hand. Okay. One more time. Leaning back and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again. Leaning back on your heels and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now for 4, as I said, you can kick to the knee with a good solid kick from a side kick, or you can bring your foot up and do an out roundhouse, but you're pointing your toes here, like this. You're pointing your toes, obviously, because if they're sideways on, if you have a flat foot, you might well just hit the thigh. If you point your toes, you're striking into the groin. So you're here, you've rotated, here, point your toes, strike to the groin, and then exactly the same thing. Now, one very last bit on this. So in this position here, we lean back. Here, we get our balance. We strike to the groin, the solar plexus. We rotate. Okay, as we rotate, we keep that guard up just in case there's somebody else there that might attack me. I kick to the groin, I punch to the head. I've still got this hand here. If I then lock my hands in behind it and point the little finger towards the ceiling and drive down, I have a very good and strong wrist lock. Okay, that's only if the person's not already crumpled to the floor. Okay, and you've got the hand in the right position. But when you're here and you're leaning back and it's there, 1. Okay, with my left hand I've still got hold of the wrist here. As I rotate here, I've now rotated the hand around. Okay, I kick and I strike. Now I can be here and get a wrist lock to the floor if necessary. Okay, so that's what I want you to do. Work through each of the techniques, through each of the elements of the technique 3 times. Really think about pulling those hips back to get your balance. Now, we always talk about the first technique being the most important in Krav. And in the first technique and the first motion of that technique, getting your hips back and getting your balance back is absolutely key. All right, so off you go. And stop there. Find yourself a space, and because it's the penultimate session, find yourself a space, 25 press-ups this time. Okay, off you go. Okay, on your back, 120 crunches. Off you go. Okay, when you finish that, 25 press-ups. Off you go. Okay, on the side, 60 side crunches. Off you go. And then 25 press-ups. And when you've done that, 60 side crunches on the other side. Okay, when you've done that, left leg forward, right leg tucked in, and stretch. Other side. Okay, left leg forward, right leg behind, and get your body in space in the middle. Okay, other side. Okay, grab all your toes, deep breath in and push. Keep your back straight, deep breath in and push. Back straight, deep breath in and push. And hold there. Okay, and relax. Put your heels in, as far as you can. Relax and try and get your knees down towards the floor. Okay, and separate feet. Okay, fold your body over your right leg, try and get your stomach down towards your thigh. Okay, and up, other side. Okay, one hand in front, one behind. Push a little bit wider. Okay, right hand underneath the right ankle, down and over. And up, over the other side. And up, one hand in front, one behind, push a little bit wider. Okay, both hands out in front of you. Okay, try and get your forearms to the floor. Okay, the important part of this is not to try and roll your back down, but trying to go outwards like you're trying to bring your belly down to the floor. Okay, and push. Deep breath in and push. Deep breath in and push. And relax. Okay, feet in, wiggle your legs a little bit. Make sure they're nice and loose. Okay, roll back, over your shoulder, and up and in guard. Right, so, chin to your chest, looking around, right ear to the right shoulder, and the back, left ear to the left shoulder, chin on your chest, and back the other way. Your hands on the hips, big rotations, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Left arm across the body, and right arm across the body. Stretching up in the air. Left arm behind the head. Right arm behind the head. Feet together, rotating clockwise, anti-clockwise. Left toes on the floor. Right toes on the floor. Left hand over the right, take your wrists. A little bit of jiggle away, make sure you're nice and loose. Okay, so that is the end of the penultimate session of Krav Maga classes online. Okay, so the next session, come prepared, okay? There's a lot to do, lots of technical stuff. There's going to be maybe a few press-ups and things like that. Okay, but it's going to be a session to remember because it will mark the end of 16 weeks of consecutive training. Okay, which to be fair is, in anyone's book, is quite a good effort. All right, so well done for getting this far. Don't forget the last session. Make sure it's a good one. Okay, feet together, hands by your sides. Bye. Thank you very much. See you for the last session next week.